Hi, I'm Christy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm here with all of the December new releases on my radar and my reading plans for the last month of the year. I don't know how we are at the end of 2025 already. It literally still feels like it is the middle of September for me. So these last few months have just zoomed by. I have a couple books on my reading plans for the month that are mostly like priority, book club reads, read-alongs, all of those things. And then I have some new December releases as well, which there honestly aren't that many of. I'm kind of glad about that because only a few of them are on my list to get to. Other than that, I honestly don't know what I'm going to be picking up or reading this month. Maybe some new holiday releases or just kind of whatever I'm in the mood for. There aren't too many books that are really like grabbing my attention nowadays. I've kind of been in a weird reading slump-ish vibe lately, so we'll see what I end up getting to in December. But let's hop into my priority reads and the new releases on my radar for the month. Of course, as always, all the books that I talk about are going to be linked below in the description of the video. So if you miss any, want to go back and check them out, if you want to go grab them, pre-order them, or read them along with me this month, they're all going to be linked below for you in the description box. So let's get into it. First up, I'm a co-host for Historical Hellions, which is a historical romance book club that I run with Jess and Samantha. And for December, we're going to be reading Velvet Angel by Jude Deveraux. Very excited to read this one. I'm obsessed with this original cover. We have the gorgeous pink font with that orange trim. So stunning. The art on here, that whole wraparound moment, they just don't make covers like they used to. Very excited to read this one. This is actually the fourth and final book, I think, in the Montgomery series. So I am honestly probably going to read the entire series to get to this book because I've heard people say it's best to read the series in order. So I'm probably going to be doing that for December. I might vlog the whole thing just to have it in one place. Very excited to get to another Jude Deveraux. Her books are just so much fun, so iconic. This is Rival Families. I believe it's a medieval. I think in here it says that the hero actually kidnaps the heroine, or she shows up to him in a rolled up rug. So I am very intrigued by that alone. Honestly plan on reading the entire series so I can have a full picture of the Montgomery family or whoever this is following. So very excited. We'll be reading it in December. Then I run a historical fiction book club with Tori, and so we're going to be reading Christmas with the Queen by Hazel Gaynor and Heather Webb for December. Very excited to get to this one. We actually read a book by both of these authors last December, and it was one of our favorite books of the entire year. It's one of my favorite historical fictions of all time, which was Last Christmas in Paris. Obsessed with that book. So good, so emotional. So I'm intrigued by this one. I know it has kind of different vibes. This one's like World War II, and I think in here we see Queen Elizabeth II at some point, and so I'm very intrigued by this one. The cover's stunning. I know it's available on like Hoopla and Libby, so through my library resources. So hopefully you join us for this one in December. And our live show for Christmas with the Queen is going to be on December 18th. So definitely let me know if you're going to be joining Tori and I for this historical fiction to wrap up the end of another year of book club reads. Then I have been doing a whole Ravenel series read along with some YouTube friends here, and so I'm so excited to finish out the Ravenel series with Devil in Disguise by Lisa Kleypas. This is the 7th book in the Ravenel series and the last one published for the series. This whole series has been a reread for me, which is just so much fun. This book in particular, I remember reading it early before it came out in the summer of 2021, and I devoured it and loved it so much. So I'm very intrigued to read it again and then chat with everybody about it during our live show. Our live show for this one is going to be on December 14th. So excited. Definitely let me know if you've been joining us along for the Ravenels and what you have thought. I can't wait to get to this one. And then the last one that is a priority for me this month is Sanctuary by Nora Roberts. So I am part of Jess Peace Love Books, her Patreon. She has a book club for Nora Roberts books, and it is a good chance for me to just kind of dip in and try out different Nora Roberts books every month. So this is the pick for December. I'm very excited. This one sounds really, really good. So I have high hopes that this is going to be another winner for me from Nora. So can't wait to read this one this month as well. All right, so those were all of the priority and book club reads for the month. Now we're going to get into the new releases on my radar this month as well. First up is The Maiden Game by Lana Ferguson. This one comes out on December 1st. This is a follow-up, I believe, or exists in the same series as The Fake Mate that this author did a couple winters ago now. That one I absolutely loved. It's one of my all-time favorites from this author, so I'm very intrigued to get to this one. It is like wolf shifters, fated mates kind of situations. Very excited to get to it. On December 2nd, we have Duke by Jessica Peterson. I was sent the ARC copy of this one. So excited. The art for this one is super adorable as well. This is the 4th book in her Lucky River Ranch series, which is a cowboy western, a small town series that I've absolutely loved. So very excited for this one. I think the blue is just so pretty. This one I believe is like a surprise accidental pregnancy. So it says 1 one chance meeting on a Texas ranch, one wild, two charming cowboy, and one Snowden night that changes everything. So I am very intrigued, cannot wait to get to this fourth book in the series. So excited, out on December 2nd. On December 3rd, we have Secrets of the Void by Emma Hamm. This is, I think, book 5 in her Deep Waters series. I have read, I think, the first 3 books in this series. The first one's like Whispers from the Deep. Really enjoy this series of like merpeople and human pairings and kind of this like Atlantis type setting under the sea. Very excited to get to this new book, which of course I need to catch up on the series first, but very excited. I really like Emma Hamm's writing. So this is out December 3rd. Another one out on December 3rd. I think this is actually an author I still need to try out. So this is Sin Bin by Chelsea Curto. I know that this author's hockey romances are super popular. I'm intrigued to get to them. I want to obviously catch up on the series before jumping to this one, but I think they're all kind of like standalone, interconnected standalones, I should say. So intrigued to finally try out this author at some point. On December 9th, we have Let's Pretend by E. Salvador. This is a, I think, Christmassy or holiday romance novella, I believe, possibly a novella. I am intrigued again to try out this author as well this holiday season. This is an author I've never read before, and I know that their other book, the like baseball yellow cover one, was super popular. So I am intrigued to try them out, and maybe like a holiday novella would be the perfect time to do that. One I'm super excited for is Keeping Score by Rebecca Jinchak. This one's out on December 11th. This is the second book in her Moonshot Hockey series, so very excited to get to it. I love this author's books so much. I believe in this one that the heroine is a gymnast and the hero's a hockey player. Very excited for that pairing. I just love her books so much. Sports romances, cannot wait. Elizabeth O'Rourke has a new one out on December 11th, so this is my favorite fake romance. I honestly probably won't get to it because I think this is part of the series that I didn't really love as much. So this author, I feel like she used to work for me in the past, and lately her books haven't worked as well for me, but she does have another one out on December 11th. In a Heartbeat by Laura Pavlov is out on December 16th. This is book 5 in her Rosewood River series. Very excited for this one. This is a very cute, like small town found family series that I have been really enjoying. The last book in particular was my favorite in the series, so I'm excited to get to this 5th book as well. On December 16th, we have a new historical romance from Faye Delacour. So this is A Most Worthy Husband. This is the 3rd book in her current series, and I am intrigued by this one. I was sent an ARC copy from her publisher. It says the most unsuitable bachelor in London is the perfect man to ruin her reputation. Very intrigued. I read the 1st book in the series, which was The Lady He Lost, I believe, so I'm intrigued to get to this new historical romance as well. On December 26th, we have The Promise of Forever by Morgan Elizabeth. This is a new one that actually comes after her The Bright Side of Christmas that just came out last month. So this is another one in this like cutesy small town. This is like a winter set one. Very excited to get to it because I loved The Bright Side of Christmas. So I'm very excited for this one. The cover is the most adorable. I cannot wait to get to this one. And then the last new release on my radar for December is Bluebird Gold by Devney Perry. This one is out on December 30th, so the very end of the year. I am intrigued to get to this one. It's the start of a new series. Maybe it's a standalone. I honestly don't really remember, but I know that it's back to this author's small town, those kind of like Montana settings that she does really well. If I remember correctly, I think this one's actually set in the 80s, so I'm very intrigued. I love when current day contemporary authors write books that take place in like the 80s, 90s, so I'm very excited by that. The like nostalgia vibes of it all. The cover is super pretty, so I cannot wait to check it out. All right, so those are all the new releases and my priority reads, all the things that I plan to get to in the month of December. Like I said, the rest of the month, I honestly just plan to kind of mood read, see what I feel like reading and picking up. I have some books on my TBR for my 10 before the end of the year that I still need to get to. So I have a lot of different books to pull from and try to get to depending on my mood this month. So very excited to get to all of these. Definitely let me know in the comments if you're joining any of the book club reads, if you're going to be picking up any of these new releases, if you have any new releases that I didn't mention on your TBR this month, let me know that as well. And if you'd rather leave me an emoji in today's comments, leave me like a tree, a pine tree, a Christmas tree, anything for my Love Light Farms sweatshirt I'm wearing today. So leave me like a Christmas tree, pine tree, any of those in the comments. And if you haven't done so yet, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye!